Welcome to the table, my friends. It's James here, and this is the first day of my 90-day journey where I'm going to be diving deep into an hour of meditation every single day and coming back to you from that hero's journey to bring you guys whatever wisdom, whatever insight comes to me so that you guys can share in the wisdom, share in the understanding, because that's what this life is about. So what I want to do today for my first video, my first connection point with you guys, is to kind of give you a little backstory about why I'm doing this, why it's important to me, and why I'm going on this 90-day journey inwards. And over the past, I would say, month and a half, I've been uncovering a lot of deep wounds, a lot of childhood trauma, a lot of emotions have been coming up for me. And I decided that what I needed to do is I needed to give myself something. I didn't know what it was, and I was seeking that something in women. I was seeking it in the form of platonic touch, which brought up a lot of challenges for myself, especially since I'm in a long-distance relationship. And seeking platonic touch from the feminine, which is really just me seeking love and safety and relaxation that I didn't get in childhood, that I desired from the feminine, that I desired from my mom. It was me seeking that from an outside source because I didn't know how to give that to myself. So I realized what I was needing wasn't touch. What I was needing wasn't feminine approval. What I was really needing was I was needing to learn how to give myself safety and give myself an opportunity to relax. Because what I found is when I was connected with a feminine being, when I was getting hugs, when I was getting cuddles and connection, what was coming up for me was really deep, painful emotions afterwards. I would connect, and then an hour later I would bawl my eyes out. And I realized that it's because I never really felt safe. I never really felt relaxed and in my body. Even though I'm a dancer, even though I teach people how to connect with their bodies, there's a disconnect within myself. So this next 90 days is me going inwards and giving myself attention, giving myself approval, giving myself that safety, that safe space for me to just observe what emotions are alive within me, what traumas are there looking to be healed, what inner beliefs and thoughts that are going to arise that are holding me back from living my mission, which is to help you guys, to help the world shift and change and evolve by connecting deeply with Source. I needed to connect deeply with my own source. So that's what this next 90 days is going to be about. It's going to be about self-discovery. It's going to be about going on a hero's journey inwards. It's going to be about showing you guys that it's not the end of the world to sit down and not do something, right? I had a big fear like, well, if I take an hour out of my day, how am I going to get everything done? Well, I've been meditating for an hour a day for the past week in preparation for this, just to make sure that I could do it before I make a commitment. And I'll tell you this right now, after meditating for an hour a day, there's 3 things I noticed. First thing, there's a lot of unprocessed emotions that come up when you just sit, and a lot of times we're afraid to just sit and not do because we're afraid to feel. We get caught in this loop of perpetual emotion so that we're actually running away from ourselves. And if we actually just sit and not, and just look at the thoughts, look at the feelings, look at what's going on inside, what we do is we actually free up a lot of space. We free up a lot of mental, emotional, and physical space and energy so we can actually get what we want to get done with focused effort. So as opposed to doing, 5 hours of work, you can get that 5 hours of work done in 2 hours if you're focused and clear as opposed to worrying about all this other stuff. So that's 1. 2, the biggest obstacle that I've found when it comes to meditation is emotions, right? When we have heavy, dense emotions come up, we often don't know what to do with it. We are often afraid, and that's because our society tells us that we are not supposed to feel our emotions, right? Don't cry, guys, don't cry. You know, strong women, strong independent women, no, you can't feel things because that's not okay. That is completely untrue. And when you begin to feel things, when you begin to check in with your throat, check in with your heart, check in with your belly, and notice what's stored there, because there is stuff stored there. Ah, squirrels. You begin to realize that you are much more than your emotions. You're much bigger than your thoughts. You are bigger and much more than your belief system. You are not actually this body. When you begin to meditate consistently, and I can only say this because I did a 10-day Vipassana, which is basically sitting down for 10 days in silence and meditation. You're not allowed to talk to anyone or even look at anyone. And at a certain point during that 10-day silent meditation retreat, that Vipassana, I just became my breath. My body didn't exist. I was just a wave of breath passing through my body. And all of my physicalness kind of went away for a little while. And when you begin to understand that and recognize that there are subtler dimensions to this reality, you stop getting caught up in the emotions. You can just start looking at them like you look at trees. Oh, look, there's a tree. Oh, look, there's a tree over there. Oh, look, there's lots of trees. And that's what our emotional realm is. It's a forest. And when we get to recognize, when we get to be intimately connected and understand our inner forest, no one else can sway us. No one else has control of what goes on. No one can uproot our strong, firm, powerful emotions and loving emotions like love, joy, peace, prosperity, abundance. Those emotions, when we get intimately connected to those, they begin to take deeper root. And we can uproot some of those more painful ones like sadness, pain, anger, jealousy, those things that are triggered by our past. So the last thing I want to leave you guys with before I, get along with my hike is that you guys can do this too. Okay, this is the third thing. We're all human beings. We all have these deep pains, these traumas, these emotions within ourselves. And if I can do this, that means that you can do this as well. Even if it starts off as 5 minutes of just sitting with yourself, 5 minutes of becoming more attuned to who you are as a being. We only have a few years here, guys, right? At most we have 90 to 100 years. Sometimes people go out a little bit earlier. So I don't want to waste any time, okay? I want to know who I am while I'm here. And I believe that that is the deepest work that we can possibly do. And that's why I'm doing this, because I was inspired to go on this journey by a mentor of mine. And hopefully I can inspire you guys to do the inner work as well. Because you're not your emotions, you're not your beliefs, you're not your body, you're not your thoughts, you're not your actions or behaviors. You are something much deeper, but I can't tell you who you are. Only you can discover that for yourself. So I appreciate you guys for coming on this journey with me. It is a hero's journey. It is something that I am a little bit afraid of, and I'm also excited about. So as you guys follow me on this journey, ask me questions. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your experience with meditation is, and your emotions, your challenges, your struggles, your beliefs, because this is the work that I do. I dive in deep and I get shit done because that is what I'm here to do, and I'm here to help you guys. So I appreciate you guys for checking in, tuning in for day number 1. It's complete. It's in the books. Did my 1-hour meditation. This is my one video, and I appreciate all of you for tuning in. Peace.